Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about fear. I wanted to talk about several things that fear can do to us, things that it can ruin, things that it can hurt, things that it can destroy, all because we're afraid to move forward. Because when we talk about fear, we know that people have a hard time getting to their purpose, their intended purpose that God intended for them to do, or a place where God intended for them to be. And many people oftentimes just don't ever make it to that place because of fear. So I wanted to talk to you today about what fear does for an individual. There are three things that fear can do to a person if they are buried in fear. One, fear causes us to presume. To presume means that we think something might happen. We aren't even sure if it's really going to happen, but we just think that it might be true. So fear can cause us just to not even move forward because of something that we think and we don't even know. Secondly, fear is painful. Now we know that fear can cause physical pain like stress and anxiety, but it's also painful because it keeps you stuck in a place where you've outgrown. It keeps you stuck in a place where you are just frustrated, disillusioned, hard to get along with because you're not even supposed to be there in the first place, but you've never moved out of that place because of fear. Lastly, fear paralyzes us. It causes us not to move. Have you ever been so afraid or so scared of something that you were frozen dead in your tracks? I mean, we see it all the time in horror movies where the star character is so afraid that they can't move. And no matter how much we scream at the TV or at the movie screen, they don't move. So I want to give you 3 ways to get past fear. The first way to get past fear is obviously to find your purpose. How do I find my purpose? Well, what are you passionate at doing? Is there an area or a specialty that you are good at? Something that you do, whether it's a hobby, a profession, is there something that you are good at and that you are passionate about? Something that you feel that you can do better than anybody else. 2, once you find your purpose, you want to forget your past. There are people and things that will tie you literally to your past, to where if you don't let them or that thing go, you'll never be able to go forward. You can never receive anything with a closed hand if you're busy clutching the past. And so you want to forget your past. Thirdly, you want to force yourself to keep moving forward, not moving backwards, but moving forward. Philippians 3:14 says, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which Christ has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. So you have found your purpose. You've forgotten your past, but you're still stuck there where you've got to keep moving forward. You cannot continue to look back, but you've got to force yourself, even when you don't feel like it, when you don't feel like getting out of bed, when you don't feel like pressing forward, when you just don't feel like it, you've got to continue to press forward. So I want to encourage you today with Isaiah 41:10. Isaiah 41:10 says, don't be afraid, for I am with you. Now this is God speaking to you. Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you. I will hold you up with my victorious hand. So every day that you begin to fear, I want you to repeat 5 things. I want you to say 5 things. I want you to rehearse these 5 things. 1, you're going to say, God is with me. God is with you. 2nd, you're going to say, God is my God. He's your God. Thirdly, God will strengthen me. 4th, God will help me. And 5, God will uphold me. So always remember that God is with you. He's your God. He will strengthen you. He will help you. And He will uphold you. If you like this video, like, comment, and share it with someone who you care about. Thank you and have a great day.